All right. Welcome to live chat. Hello, Miss P. Kitty. Hello, Virginia. Just in time, Mike. Hey, and I'm caught up this time. Oh, goodness. Paulette says I'm coming in loud and clear. Good. Mike gave us that 5x5. Thank you, man. Loud and clear. Hello, Barbara from Virginia. Good evening, Foggy Mountain Man. It's good to see you. Somebody's got a white light bulb beside them. That's kind of neat. Good evening, Tina. Tina. I know it sounds like Tina, but I'm saying Tina. That's my country slang. Hello, Linda. It's good to see you. Mamie's Legacy. DC Metro Police escorted Antifa charter buses into the middle of the Trump supporters. They're using them like bait dogs in a dog fighting pit. Woo, that won't be good. Paulette, you know better. You need, now listen, that's just useless. That's just useless, Paulette, trying to tell me to keep up. Oh, goodness. Rebecca, I saw that first post and YouTube hit it, and I was afraid to put it out in the comments because I didn't want to get slapped by them to demonetize the chat or something like that. I know how they are. But yes, the FEMA people, they're government too, so you have to watch them just like you do all the rest of it. They're very capable of shenanigans. I guess that's the term I'll use, just like all the rest of the officials are. And we never know what these people are doing. Foggy Mountain Man had a bright idea. I think you did, Foggy Mountain Man, and thank you very much. I like that cool light bulb there beside you. I appreciate that very much. Hello, Vitra. Dinner. Diana by the beach. So she'll listen and cook. Hey, looky here, buddy. She's cooking. We may all need to go to California. Sit down on the beach and have dinner. Hello, Cabin Girl. It's good to see you. Cabin Girl said hello to Charles and Sandy.
Hello.
Hello, RSJ from Texas. Oh, goodness. JD Farrell, I believe this is orchestrated. There's a real good chance of that. Good evening, Felicia. Yeah, what are you cooking, Diana, by the beach? It may be worth a trip. It might take us a few days to get there because we don't fly. Oh, goodness.
Hello, P. Kitty. P. Kitty.
Yeah, P Kitty 13. New Orleans, Louisiana. Hello, Amy from New Orleans. Texas, Janet. I bet with a name like that, that lady's from Texas. We know you are, Janet. I'm just aggravating you. Grocery store was a madhouse today. Well, today is, I started to say, I don't know, today's the 5th. There's a lot of people still getting those stimuluses. My son called today and said he got his stimulus today. So there's a lot going on, guys. Dee's from, where's that? Where did I see that at? Good evening, Charles from Ontario, Canada. Good evening, Dee's. It's good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. I see Al B has entered the chat room. Thank you, Al, for stopping by. Stephen Cobb, hello from Georgia. Linda, hello, Linda. Blue 1010, good to see you, on and off, but they put my son in children's ICU, and I've got to plug my phone up right here, because if I don't, we won't be continuing to live stream. I just got a notice right there that said battery low. Can you still see me? I'm coming back. Hope you can hear me. All right, are we still there? I might have froze for a minute. If I did, it's because my phone was going dead and I just plugged it in. I didn't notice that. All righty. There's enough room in the wagon behind the tractor. I'll swing by and pick you up. Yeah, well, I'll have to take a tractor ride to California. Oh, goodness, I like that. Pneumonia, send him prayers, please. God is so loved. Yes, we pray for your son, Blue 1010. Absolutely, we pray that the Lord would watch over and care for him, buddy, and bring him out of this. Hello, Bonnie Watson. It's good to see you. Hello, Kim. It's good to see you. Texas Janet just made garlic shrimp risotto, rice, and roasted broccoli flowers. Ooh, that sounds so good. Man, I tell you, make up a little bit of a sauce to go over some of that, and oh my goodness, I'm sure you know you have a favorite sauce for some of this stuff. JD said his wife got theirs in Mexico. New Mexico. Whoa. I'm gonna have to set up a watchman out here and watch for that wagon to come through. Have somebody ring a bell or something. We don't want to miss a wagon train to California. That's for sure. Potatoes and whatever else that is easy. That's the kind of way we cook down by the beach. We fix those fancy meals. We'll have like spaghetti, fried potatoes and cornbread with something, maybe fried eggs, or who knows. We eat breakfast with lunch and lunch with dinner and dinner with breakfast, and sometimes we just mix it all at one meal. So who knows what we're out to fix. Hello, Prepper Brian Keith. It's good to have you in. Hello, Mrs. C. RSJ got his stimulus today.
You mentioned something about that bill and that thing in New York would be
somebody
tomorrow.
Did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, so that so the New York legislature is to vote on the bill in New York State tomorrow. Is that what you were saying? It sounds like a Western. We're all taking wagon west.
I'll be first time here. I live in the badness, New York State. The bill A416.
What's how'd that read now?
She said I live in the badness, New York State. LOL.
Okay, so
that's going on tomorrow.
So that's going on tomorrow. We pray that don't pass. We talked about that a little bit day before yesterday, and I don't care to talk about it a little bit again tonight, and just say a few things. So if you guys have comments and stuff, I'll have to come back to it here in just a second. What we talked about was the power that this bill is going to give the governor and the health officials in the state of New York. If this new if this new bill is passed in New York City, it's a bill that allows the governor, if he declares a state of emergency because of a health emergency, it gives him the power, and also the health department the power, to detain and hold people that they consider to be carriers of any communicable, they call it communicable disease, something that's transferable, and it gives them the power to detain them and to put them in detention, it says. And now it doesn't explain what kind of detention that is that you could be put in. Now, I feel sorry for the people of New York State if this happens. I received a comment from some of the folks here in our community after I posted that said they had 2 friends in New York State, and both of them owned operating businesses that were successful businesses, and they were renting trailers in order to load their stuff up and move out of the state and leave. They were going to leave those businesses behind. And you know, that's what, if people could afford to do that, that's what people need to do. When a state starts moving in this direction, then everybody just needs to move out of it if they could, and that would leave the state broke with taxes. And but everybody can't afford to do that. So,
we have 2 nieces there.
Yes, we have 2 nieces that's living and working in New York City.
No, not New York.
They don't live in the city, but they work in the city. They live just outside the city in the suburbs.
I don't know if they work in the city.
But yeah,
They do.
yeah, they take the that underground train, whatever it's called. They commute back and forth. So it's something else now, buddy. I tell you, and the way they work this stuff. Here's the thing about this. You know, we've had this COVID-19 for 2020, and now they're saying that there's new mutant strains of it, and there's supposed to be 2 or 3 different strains now that's been found from different countries, and they say it's already been found in the United States. They mentioned that they've been a couple of people infected with it in Colorado. No doubt it's in other places by now, according to the mainstream media and the talking heads that talk this stuff. And the thing about it is, they warn you about this before time. That's the thing that should kind of set off bells in people's heads. This was talked about last year, that there would be a new strain of this, and so this is something to drive more fear into people. And what it does to people is, it says that, you know, we've done our Operation Warp Speed, and we've got this vax ready now, and guess what? It's going to help the COVID-19, but this new strain, but we'll have to get a new one for that, and you're going to just have to keep taking the poke in the arm. Every time you turn around, it's going to be a new poke in the arm. And if you don't have that, then it will come around to a place that you have to have proof of that you have had that vax. If you don't, you won't be able to function in society in the way that everybody else that has had that poke in the arm can. We already see that they're trying to roll that out in other countries, and you can bet your bottom dollar when that rolls out in other countries, and if they see that it works well to suit them, it'll be rolling out here and everywhere else in the world. So, but listen, 2020 was a testing ground. It really was. 2020 was a testing ground, and 2020 is going to roll out hard on people. Now, I'm not saying that we need to enter 2021 in a depressed spirit or depressed mind. We need to enter this year in the same mindset that we always have any year we've ever entered. If we know the Lord Jesus Christ, we can enter it with a sound mind and a pure heart, and and a mind of understanding that no matter what happens, that in the end we're a child of the Lord Jesus Christ, and He blesses those that follow His word and lives according to His word. He always blesses them. He makes them the head, not the tail. He always is on our side. He loves His children. So I'm not entering this year in a depressed state. I'm just saying that we need to be prepared for the year. There's going to be things that's going to happen that you've just not seen before, and we need to be ready for it. We need to have our pantries stocked. We need to have our gardens growing. We need to have all these things ready. And if we do these things, then we will certainly be okay. I mean, I believe that with all my heart. Times are going to get tough, and they're going to get tougher eventually for God's children, because the scripture teaches us that in the end days there'll be tribulations. Oh, my friend, yes, there will be. But that doesn't mean you have to go around with your head down and all sad. It just means you have to have your trust in the Lord God of creation. That's what it's about. He either is or he isn't. There's no in between. There's no maybes about it. Either he is or he isn't. But anyway, whether you're a follower of Christ or not, you still need to have your pantries packed. You still need to have your things ready that you need to get ready to garden with and do all these things that need to be done, and not be dependent on the government for everything you do. We need to learn to become more resourceful and more self-sufficient in this coming year, and that would help us tremendously, all of us, me included. Let's see where we're at. Walmart closed all their cashier lines. It's all self-checkout. Took a while. Had people gawking at me. Well, that's all right. Pile your buggy up if that's what you're needing to do for your pantry. It doesn't matter what people think. Hello, Homestead Aussie. It's good to see you. I missed several people here as I was talking there. Prepper Brian Keith said something here you folks need to look at. He said that YouTube is messing with this channel. He said, I just saw my bell for this channel had a slash through it. I had to change it back to all. So be sure and look at your notifications and make sure it's set to all if you want to get updated when we do live feeds like this. Be sure to do that and set it to all if you want to be notified when we post a new video. We did post a new video today and one yesterday. Today we posted a video on growing container gardens in 5-gallon buckets. I mentioned several things in that you can grow in a bucket, and how that can be very beneficial to those of you who live in confined spaces and don't have garden space. So be sure and watch that. You'll be surprised at the things you can grow in 5-gallon buckets that will really help you out there to have fresh vegetables in your menu. So let's see where we're at here now. Hello, Ruth Johnson. Roast carrots, potatoes, beef stew tomorrow. I like that, Mamie's Legacy. That sounds good. Love the fried taters, Mac. I always love fried potatoes. I could eat any meal with fried potatoes, just about it. Benson burger casserole for supper sounds good. Foggy Mountain Man. Uh-oh. Diana by the beach said, don't come here. You do want to miss the wagon train. Did you see the email I sent you? I did, Diana by the beach. I seen that email, and I'll go ahead and comment on it here. In Los Angeles, they have instructed the paramedics. I watched another. I'd already read some on it this morning. They have instructed paramedics not to transport people to the hospital if they don't have. If they consider them as dead. It doesn't matter if they've been checked correctly by a physician or not. If the paramedics show up to somebody's home in Los Angeles and they perform artificial resuscitation on them and they can't revive them, they're just going to leave them. They're not going to transport them to the hospital. So that's where Los Angeles is at. If you live in Los Angeles, you need to have medical supplies handy. You need to learn how to perform first aid. You need to learn how to do artificial resuscitation. You need to learn how to do all those things if you possibly can, because if something were to happen to you or one of your family members and the ambulance showed up and they thought you were dead, buddy, they'll just leave you laying there. That's what that's what they've been instructed to do. They said their hospital beds were almost full. Well, that's how hospitals make money, is having their beds full. That's how that works. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, maybe we could all come to eat your house. I'm with Linda on that. We hope that stuff doesn't pass. You're right, Kim. Fried taters and biscuits. Yum, yum. That's good. Yes. Yes, they will detain you. They will have the power to detain you. That bill will give them that power if it's passed. And they don't say how long or where or anything else. It is the place of their choosing, and for as long as they see fit to keep you there is how that bill reads. The next bill is to prohibit the ownership of bulletproof vests unless police or military. How about that? That's something, isn't it? Virginia, they will if it passes. If it passes, they'll try to move that through the rest of the states all they can and as much as they can. Let's see, we've got a super chat from somebody. I want to say thank you for that. Let me pull it down here and see. Deneen Serbal, thank you very much. I was stuck on the channel with nothing going. Hi, Charles and Sandy. I'm finally in here. Well, hello, Deneen. It's good to see you. We appreciate you stopping in this evening and joining in the chat with us. And we appreciate your comments on the video. We see your comments regularly on there, and we appreciate that. As I say in Virginia, they will try that in other states. And if Mr. B becomes the leader of the free world here, you'll see a move to remove the weapons out of the hands of the people of the United States of America. They will most certainly try that. I believe that with all my heart. We've seen that in other countries, and that's always one of the first moves before your country becomes a socialist country. So keep that in mind, guys. I would highly advise you to keep your beans, your pea shooters, and all the peas put back you can get. Yep, I sure would. And I say that for your families. Now I'm not one to go out here and start trouble and all that stuff. Absolutely not. You won't find me in the group that's causing trouble. Small businesses have suffered, and this year they're going to suffer even more. I wouldn't be surprised if the small business becomes basically extinct this year. Wouldn't surprise me a bit. Yes, Prepper. Brian Keith, history is repeating itself. I think you're right, Miss P. Kitty. Yeah, I think 2020 has been a testing ground, and I think this right here is just another trial run. And when these trial runs work, they take off with them everywhere. Yeah. Yes, Bonnie. Anytime, now you watch these politicians with stuff like this. When they get ready to pass these bills, they're going to try to instill fear in the hearts of people. They're going to do that in order to get the votes. Let me readjust it just a little. Seems like I'm a little sideways in my camera. I don't know. May not be. But anyway, anytime they can instill fear in people, that's what they're going to do. And that's why this second run is coming. That's why this thing is mutated, because it strikes fear in the hearts of people. I'm in New York and relocating to Corpus Christi, Texas. Anyone from that area, and any suggestions for best area for family? Simply just me. Well, simply just me. I think you're making a good decision to move to Texas. Now you're going to find some areas there that are very blue. I don't know how Corpus Christi is, but here's the thing about it. Eventually all this stuff's going to happen anyway. I mean, it just is. The people's not going to stand up against it. Enough people's not. And, I heard some preppers on here that had been trying to get people to join a group they had to sign a petition to send to Washington. I can't remember what the name of the group was, but it doesn't matter about that. Those things make no difference anymore. I could start a channel here and get 2 million signatures and send it to my representatives in Washington, and they would look at it and throw it in the trash. Signatures mean nothing when you don't have representation. See, we don't have representation. The people that used to represent us are gone. And the new ones that have been here for the last 20 years, that's the new ones, because everybody that's in the House and Senate's been there forever. They're just all bought and paid for. And they're not, we haven't bought them and paid for them. So, it's not us that they're looking out for. Let's see. Anne Marie says they think it's all over. Well, they're going to try to drive the nails into the coffin this year, I think. They gathered all the. Yes, they did. Right after the bombing of Pearl Harbor, they did that. They did put the American Japanese in camps back then. Yeah, buddy. I think you're right, Mamie's Legacy. I think they're testing the waters. Mrs. C said she used to live in South Texas, and Mike's sent his welcomes to Simply Just Me to head out to Texas. We've got several people on here from Texas. Anne Marie, I think we're getting very close to the end of days. To the end of times. We came into the end days in the book of Acts. Now that's when the end days started. And I think we're in the end of those end days. Yeah, I do. Old school with a modern twist. Recommended getting all your documents in order. Good point he made. Yeah, that new strain in New York, what you was trying to say, I'm sure that they're going to push that. Simply Just Me said she grew up in Texas as a home, but I never lived in Corpus. My husband got a job and was looking for advice on best city or area. Folks, anybody that can help Simply Just Me out for a good red city, town, whatever, where her and her husband can move there, close to Corpus Christi or in that area, somebody give her a shout out there. Miss C said Portland, Texas is nice. Yes, in Saratoga. Prep and pray, Tana, you're right. Kansas is quiet, said Purple Brian Keith so far. Wow. Oh, goodness. My feed just jumped like crazy. Woo, I don't know where I'm at. Well, now I'm way behind again, Mike. Okay, let's see. I'll just have to run down through here real quick. You see this now? Nancy, that post you made, they hit it. And it's because it has the word LIBERALS in it. So that goes to show you how tight that these channels are being censored. When you type, just that one term. That's just really sad that people can't get on a social media platform like this and say what they're thinking about. So that's pretty bad. Yeah. So, yeah, see, there's Shauna Ellsworth. Shauna, I really feel sorry for your aunt. That's really sad. Shauna said her sweet 80-year-old aunt called her crying at 1:15 a.m. a couple of days ago. She was in fear of COVID-19, and all the people the news said were suffering in the ERs overran with people and no oxygen. That's what they want. I'm just telling you, that is exactly what they want. Well, Deneen, it's possible. I got an email from somebody today that said the lines were increasing, that they were getting bigger and bigger in Texas at the food banks. Daily, the lines were getting bigger. Folks, don't forget your water and your food. First priority is your water. Make sure you've got a water source. If you don't have a water source, you need to be putting back water. If you can get barrels or tubs or anything like that to catch water in, you need to be doing that. If you don't have a freshwater source near you, you need to have water filters. You need to have a way to purify water. Now, our local Walmart for a while had those life straws and some other, I can't remember the name of the other straw they had, Sawyer straws, and we purchased some of those for our family here. Even though we do have a freshwater source across the way here from us, we've got a coal bank over there that never ever runs dry, and it's just pure, fresh, clean water. And we have several streams around us, and there's ponds, and there's a river about a mile and a half from us. So, I mean, we have water sources, but there's people that don't have water sources that live in cities. And I would recommend you to get you some water filters. If you don't have access to water filters at your local stores, in our link down below us here in this video, there is links where you can purchase those water filters. I'm not a big proponent of Amazon, but sometimes, if it comes down to life and death and you need to get something like that, if it comes down if you're going to be able to filter water or not, then I'd recommend you buy it from them. Just do what you have to do to survive right now, because everything else has been shut down that locally probably that you could have bought it from, except for Walmart and Target and the big box stores. So if they're out, and to me, buying from one of those is no different from buying from Amazon or anybody else online. They're all to me just the same. When they took out the small businesses, they've just done, whatever. Charles, I grow cabbages in a kiddie pool. That works. And there's a lot of folks around that have those big watering bins, like livestock waterers, those big galvanized tubs and stuff like that. You could plant all kinds of garden stuff in one of those big galvanized tubs if you had it, or a number 2 wash tub, anything like that. If you find those around anywhere, my goodness, if you don't have room for a garden, bring them in. You can always fill them up with soil and plant all kinds of stuff in one of them. And a big wash tub, you could plant probably three good sized tomato plants in one of those. Let's see. YouTube is unsubscribing lots of people from prepper channels. Check your favorites to make sure you're still subscribed. I was wondering about that, because there's a lot of people tells us they don't get notifications when we go live and when we post stuff. And when Prepper Brian Key said that when he went and checked his notifications for our channel, that it had a circle and a line through it, like it had been like he had unsubscribed to the notifications. I don't doubt that. We're not going to be on social media's favorite list. They're not going to like people who are telling you to get prepared for what's coming, or people who they feel like are being able to see through some of this stuff that's going on, and is not afraid or not ashamed to tell it. I'm not ashamed of who I am, and I'm not afraid to speak my truth that I see in as what things are. I'll try to be as discreet as I can with certain terms and certain words on here, because I know if I say certain things that they could take my channel down, and I don't want that to happen. I want to be here to continue to talk to you guys and to help encourage you. I want you to be encouraged in 2021 also. I want you to keep your heads up and know that God is still on the throne, that he's still the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that he's still the God that created the heavens and the earth, and that our hope is in him. If you're a follower of Christ, your hope has to be in Jesus. and nothing else. If your hope's in him, then you can have a good outlook for 2021. It doesn't matter what year it is. It doesn't matter who's president. Let's not forget what God told Daniel, that he appoints these people and puts them into office. I mean, that's just how it is. And what happens is, this is how I feel this works with nations. When you find a nation that's done like ours has, and they forsake God, then God will allow ungodly kings to rule them. But if a nation is following God, and they're worshiping him and keeping his commandments, then God will see to it that they have righteousness ruling over them. So, it's really a nation's choice as to what they have and how they can live. And the people of this nation, it's not just the leaders of the nation, it's been the people of the nation, because the people of the nation have elected the rulers. And, buddy, they have just, there's been so many people in this nation that have forsaken God and shook their fist at him and cursed him, and they just want no part of him. And we're seeing the consequences of that. Now, that's what we're seeing. We're seeing the consequences of a nation when it forsakes God. Yep. Kiddie pool's a great idea. I agree with that. Hello from Massachusetts. Hello, Teresa. Good to see you. Hello from California. John, it's good to see you. Thank you, Paulette. Smash that like button. Charles is way behind again. Yep, he sure is. Add a quarter cup of garden lime to potting mix. Hey guys, I got a recipe for an excellent potting mix today in the email, and I'm going to post that on my website, backroadsliving.com. It's not on there right now, but I will post it in the next couple of days. You'll be able to go over there and get that recipe for your buckets. It's a recipe for soil for your buckets. If you're going to grow tomatoes and things like that in buckets, peppers or whatever it may be, I got sent a really good recipe for that today, for your soil, to amend your soil and to make your soil. So be sure and check that out. Backroadsliving.com. Our website links are in the description below. Just click that see more. There's a lot of links down there where you can find a lot of information about stuff. Yes, the Lord is good. He is strong. He is a strong refuge when trouble comes. Amen. Amen. Put a corn cob near the plant to keep the soil moist when you water. Works in the Texas heat. I like that, Tana. Thank you very much. Yes, keep your propane filled up. Keep your gas tanks filled up. Keep all that stuff filled up ahead. I missed something. Homestead. I'll see if it says names they can and have here in Australia. Oh, probably what I was talking about, the weapons. Yeah. If you go and look at full New York bill, it tells you they can detain you up to 60 days, no warrant or court date, and after 60 days, they can do court with another 90-day detainment. It is insane, zombie. That gives you 5 months of detainment. Yep. That's just like being put in detention, isn't it? Yeah. Homestead Aussie said, yes, true. We have the same here in Victoria. They will go as silently as they can. They'll sneak right up on you, buddy, and they'll have you before you know it. No pea to be had unless it's for a muzzle. Wow. All the peas are being sold out. I listened to somebody yesterday. Who was that we was listening to on YouTube? Anyway, we was listening to another one of the preppers on YouTube yesterday, and he said he had been to the store and bought some. He had bought him some clips for his gun, and he said the store had plenty of guns. He said they still had several clips, but he said, buddy, the bullets were just about gone. He said they were just about gone. So if you need some of that stuff and you can find it, it'll be a good time to get it. Yeah, if you need it. Nancy said she's as far behind as I am. Didn't know what they was talking about the peas. Well, you know, but listen, this stuff gets over my head sometimes, even after I'm the one that says it. So I understand, Nancy. Don't feel bad. Yeah, everybody's wising up to the first round, so now we've got a worse strain. That's true. Good evening, Jefferson Martial Arts. It's good to see you. They're called freedom seeds. Okay. Freedom seeds, peas for the pea shooter, whatever you want to call them. They're running out. The people I'm talking to and hearing talk on here says that they're becoming harder and harder to find. Paulette says 100 watching. We're up at 123 with 74 likes. That's good. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you stopping in here this evening. Be sure and let us know where you're from. Give us a shout out there if you're watching and you haven't already commented on the video. Be sure and hop in here and at least let us know where you're from so we'll know what part of the state you're watching from. Dwayne at Sally Six Homestead. God might be up there saying, like Mama used to say, I brought you into this world and I can take you out. Well, you know, he's the giver and the taker of life. Scripture tells us not to fear him who can destroy the body, but fear him who can destroy both the body and soul in hell. So that's who we need to be looking at. Yep, I agree. Let's see. I'm way behind again, Mike.
I had to repeat the corn cob when watering.
Oh, you're way behind. You're further behind than I am.
Repeat about using the corn cob.
Oh, okay. I don't remember who said it, but I think it was Tana or somebody else on here said that if you'll put a corn cob down beside your plant when you plant it, when you water the soil, the corn cob retains that water and keeps the soil from drying out so fast. That's why they do that. And some of them said they break the corn cob up and put it around the plant in pieces so it retains the soil around the plant. And that makes a lot of sense. They said they do that in Texas. Several of them on here did. Now I've lost again. Let's see here. I'm heading down through here. I'm
the behind the scenes voice.
Yeah, I'm way behind. Whew.
Behind the scenes voice. The name said, I hear Sandy.
Yeah. Sandy works behind the scenes. She don't get out in the front in the camera. She don't like cameras for some reason. I don't know why. Foggy Mountain Man. They don't advertise it, but when I live in North Carolina, you could get compost and mulch at our local landfill. Might be worth checking into. Saves me a lot of money. Yes, local landfills. You might can find them there. That'd be a great place. And anywhere you can find people that's mulching lumber or sawmills and stuff like that, you might can find some stuff there. Yep.
Hi, Deneen.
Let me do something right here, everybody. Everybody listen up just a second. Hello, Judy Schreiber. I don't think I got to say hello to you. That's a new name I'm saying in here. Let me run down here real quick and say hi to everybody. And we'll try to catch up the chat right here if I can. Cardboard line with trash bags. You can grow food. That sounds good. Yeah, Vivian, I'm going to do a post on her 117th Congress's opening prayer. I'm going to put it on my other YouTube channel, the Kingdom Message Ministries. I'm going to do that in the next day or two. I'm going to be working up an article on that, and I'm going to do a post on that over there. So be watching for that. That's been on my mind ever since I heard it and watched it. I did watch that video when I saw it, and I listened to them. There's some things about this that we need to understand. Let's see.
Thank you, Deneen.
Yes, Foggy Mountain Man said yes. I hardly ever get a notification. Have to look for it. Guys, please subscribe my channel. Is hell for review. I'll go ahead and show that. I don't know how to subscribe your channel, Akash. You'll have to do that. You'd have to hit subscribe underneath the video, and then you'll be subscribed. Huh? Amy, yes, I agree with you. The nation's turned their back on God. The people of the nation have certainly not retained God in their knowledge. The leaders of this nation have not retained God in their knowledge, and we're seeing the consequences of that. Kentucky Home says exactly right, Charles. Thank you. We appreciate that. I'm trying to move on down pretty quick here. Look to Jesus and not political parties. I agree with that at 100%. I just approved somebody's post in here, Happy Mac. If I know you're in here, Paulette, if you're still in here, you might want to kind of watch for a post to come up here. I don't know anything about the poster, so be careful about that.
Probably didn't do that.
Huh?
Probably why they didn't.
Teresa said she's had good luck with potatoes and container planters, buckets, Rubbermaid with little effort. I got little potatoes in my 5-gallon bucket last year. Hello from South Carolina. Hello, Charles H. It's good to see you. Tristan Barnett, it's good to see you. Turnips are easy to grow. George Washington's army kept from starving on them. We could keep from starving on them. Yes, Deneen, I own the Kingdom Message Ministries. If you go to our community tab and click it, you'll see 2 or 3 posts in there that I've posted and let people know that that we have that over there. Hello from Kingsport, No Fear 1979. Good to see you. Okay, I think I'm caught up. I was going to say a couple of things right here while I'm caught up real quick. We have enabled memberships on our YouTube channel here. There's a join button under this window, and how that works is it's kind of like Patreon, if you're familiar with Patreon. Now, it's not something we're saying that you need to do to be able to watch our videos, because it's not. It just gives you certain perks when you join through the membership. You'll get special badges. I saw on Foggy Mountain Man here, he had that light bulb beside his name. Apparently he's joined today and I didn't see it. You'll have special badges and special emojis that you can use. There's 3 levels and they're explained pretty well in that in the membership area. So if you're interested in something like that, you might want to look at the join. By clicking join doesn't automatically join you. It just brings up a window so you can read what's involved in it. So, and why we did that was to try to help our channel out a little bit. We wanted to give people an opportunity that wanted to help support our channel. That's one way you could do it. Like I said in the opening video of that, Sandy and I have been doing a lot of Facebook and a lot of other things to try to make a living and to keep our bills paid. And YouTube has begun to take up a lot of our time and a lot of our resources to do that, to do what we've been doing. And just like 3 days ago, I injured my back again, and I've not been able hardly to get around and lift anything. Sandy had to do about all the boxing yesterday that we did for our Facebook sales. And we're just trying to really work hard with YouTube to try to get it monetized, and hopefully through the advertisement on it and stuff like that, we'll be able to cut back on some of this other stuff where we don't have to lift so much and pull at stuff and stay broke down all the time. I injured my back several years ago when we ran a store, and we ended up having to close our store. You just can't. There's just certain things you can do. We're getting age on us, and we cannot pull and tug and lift and drag at things like we used to. I wish I could, but I can't. I'm going to have to learn that I've got limits. And apparently I hadn't learned that this past week. But anyway, that being said, That's our membership. That's for those of you that can afford to do it. That's good. If you can't afford to do it, that's fine too. It's not something you have to do to watch our videos. We're going to keep doing these videos just like this regardless, and everybody will have access to them. There's just certain things that we'll be doing for folks and giving folks who want to support the channel monetarily. That's all it amounts to. Everything else will stay the same. Now, we did get in a load today. Finally, we got in another bunch of our stunning weapons here. Whoop, going the wrong way. There's the camo in that. We got the we got the lipstick back in. Here's the red in this. Here's the red in this one. These are stunners, by the way. For those of you who haven't seen them before, we've had people asking about them. So I'm just letting you know that we did get them in. And for those of you that are not familiar with them, it's like this lipstick right here. This is the lid to it. This is something you carry in your purse as a woman. As lipstick, people would assume it was, but they'll hurt you.
It comes up there as a member.
So these are things that, and we do have them on our Backroads Living Finds website. There is a link in the description box below. We have the black ones as well. We sold out of these through Christmas really fast, and we're just now getting them back in. We do have the black in that flashlight as well. It's also a stunner. All of these are stunners. They all have that stun feature on them. We have the pink. We have the pink camo. Thank you, Mike. We appreciate that. We have a new member in our group. Thank you, Mike. And this is the red. Is that what this is? This is the red. We have the red in. And we got a blue in this time that we didn't have before. So
I would have joined earlier, but didn't know about how it.
Well, we just
kind of hard.
We just started it really just a couple of days ago. We were trying to figure out how to. We've had different people mention to us about how they could support the channel, and we always told them to that they could donate to our PayPal, or they could buy these tasers and stuff like that. And it's just it's just a means that if folks want to help us out a little bit like that, they can. And if you do, we appreciate it. It doesn't matter to me what level it is. I don't care. And because we're still going to be doing what we're doing right here tonight. We'll be doing this right on. Everybody will still have an opportunity to do this. But as you can see, folks there that seen Mike's post, you'll see the little light bulb there beside of it. That means he's a member of our group and that he supports the group, that he supports our page. And we appreciate that very much. We thank you very much. And he also has access to some emojis that he can post if he chooses to. So thank you, Mike. We appreciate that. Pink camo's the best.
Be a hot mama and get your stunning lipstick today.
Robbie says, be a hot mama and get your stunning lipstick today and send those boys home crying to mama. Oh, goodness. Happy Mac wants to paint her tractor pink camo, but her uncle wouldn't have it. Oh, goodness. Thank you, Mac. We certainly appreciate it. As long as the Lord blesses you, and we're like that too. If you're a new subscriber and you join the membership, you can see where Foggy Mountain Man just posted there. That's one of the badges that's in there, or one of the emojis. I mean, shows that you're a new subscriber to the channel. Thank you, Foggy Mountain Man, for posting that up there. And each month your badge will change color to show how long you've been a member of of the group. So we appreciate that. Send them back to their mama. Happy Mac said we're going to encourage her to get into trouble. I'm not encouraging you to get into trouble. Don't be blaming me. Oh, goodness. Hello, Nikita. She said, I'm on the fines, but not seeing the lipstick. Well, there's at backroadslivingfines.com. There's 4 categories there, and the category on the left will show like 4 stun guns on it. You'll click that box, and that box will then open up. Sandy, why don't you grab that link right there and post it on in here so folks will be able to see it easier. If you look in this description box below, there's a link to that, I think, right straight to that particular category.
Link?
Huh?
Did that link it?
I don't know. I don't think it did. No, it just tagged us. Anne Marie, I don't know when the tribulation will start, because I don't know when all this stuff's going to come together. The Bible speaks of the Antichrist, and the spirit of Antichrist actually is what the Bible's speaking about. I don't think there's an actual person that's Antichrist. Peter speaks of the spirit of Antichrist, and the New Testament scripture speaks a lot about the spirit of Antichrist. Now, they talk about a man of sin that will be revealed in the last days. But we have the spirit of Antichrist in the earth right now. He's been here since the coming of Jesus, and that's what's working in the children of disobedience right now. These congressmen and senators and these leaders around the world is the spirit of Antichrist, and to know that will help us operate a little bit better in the earth. Huh?
There's the page.
Okay, there's the page. Sandy just posted it for the page to the flashlights and lipstick. Sandy just posted it. If you click that link, that should take you to it. So we really don't know when that's going to start until other things take place that we can kind of get a better view of it. But we just need to
know about your other page.
Huh?
Everybody know about the other Kingdom Message?
Yeah, I think so. We have another group called Kingdom Message, a YouTube channel. It's called the Kingdom Message Ministries, and you can find links to it in our community link underneath this video. I post in there when we put new posts on the Kingdom Message. I always try to post them in there so folks will know that they've been posted. But if you want to go over there and subscribe when we do new posts, you'll get those also. I'm going to start trying to post 1 or 2 posts on there a week. I also have a website for that channel that I'll be posting some articles online.
The strength of the stunner?
Huh?
Can you demonstrate the strength of the stunner?
Who asked that, Paulette or Happy Mac?
It was
had to be one of them.
Anne Marie.
Anne Marie, can we demonstrate? No, I'm not giving one of them to Sandy to demonstrate it. Now listen. Yes, Nikita, you'll order from there, and Sandy did give you a link there underneath your comment.
He's supposed to experience a phase of love.
Now,
come back to life.
Leslie Abergast joined our membership. Thank you, Leslie. We certainly appreciate that very much. Let's see now. Oh, one other thing that I needed to mention here this evening. I've got some things wrote down, and this is another one that I need to mention. If you have websites or videos, any kind of link, if it's a link and you post it in the comments, I won't see it, because I have my comments set to where when people post links in it, it doesn't show. And the reason I did that is because if I allow links in the comments, all you're going to see in that is porn. those porn sites are awful. Every time I go over into the section where the links have been put that don't come in our regular comments, it's full of that stuff. So I can't set it where folks can put links in the comments. So here's what I do. My email is in the comment section below this video. Any video you watch, you can find my email in this where it says see more. Just click that. You can find my email there. If you have links or things like that that you would like to suggest for me to read or things like that, feel free to send it to me. I don't care a bit if you sending me emails. I just wanted you to know why some of you probably were wondering why your comments weren't showing up that had video links in them or links to news articles and things like that. And that's why, because I have the links turned off in the comments. I meant to mention that before and just kept forgetting it. But if you have things you think I need to, that you want to bring to my attention, let me know. And I'll be glad to go over and watch them and read them and see what's going on. It doesn't bother me a bit to do that. Jesus Christ, my King. But listen, I have a wonderful wife, and I don't say that just because she's here. She always supports me, and we support each other. She is a good woman. The Lord has blessed me so wonderfully. Plagues, hunger, wars, rumors of wars, great power. That's true, Heidi. And then we will see, and then we'll see the tribulation come.
Miss Piketty said, would you mind if we post the name of the channel we found helpful?
Okay.
I understand if you don't know the channels mentioned.
No, I don't care if you post in that. I'll be glad to go over and look at them. I don't even care to recommend them here. But listen, we're all in. These people that post, these folks that have good channels, it don't bother me a bit if you're watching them. I watch them all the time too.
We're posting on there. We don't care
if we post the name of a channel we found helpful,
understand
if you don't want other channels mentioned. I don't care, Miss P. Kitty. It don't bother me a bit. No, I don't care. I'm not the least bit greedy about that. No. If you find a channel that you think's helpful in a certain area, by all means, we don't care if you post it. You just won't be able to put their link in here. You can put their name. See right there was one that the message that got deleted. You can tell by looking at the photo that would have been and that's what we get in our comments. After we post a video and put it up on YouTube, if I didn't keep the links closed out of the comments, that would be in it all the time. Yeah. Anne Marie, she is a very supportive partner. But I tell you, I'd be in a world of hurt if I didn't have Sandy. Now, I'm just telling you. I just would. Oh, Christy, I just saw your name. What I was going to say about these tasers, I think it was Christy that posted this in the comments. Somebody said, would I demonstrate the stunners to see how well they work? Christy had bought, I think, like 4 or 5 of these from us before Christmas, and she gave them out to her family. And she said that her son-in-law, if I'm wrong, Christy, please correct me. But she said her son-in-law was like a sheriff's deputy or on the police force, and he said that these stunners that she bought have more zap than the ones that they had on the police department. So that's saying a whole lot. I really appreciated her saying that.
What that is.
Well, I don't know the name or any of that. I don't even know what that means. Do you?
Mm-mm.
If I'd open up a browser and interpret that, but if somebody can copy that and post it in a browser for,
Is Paulette? She said Sandy.
I don't know, Paulette. We don't know. I don't know, Christy. No, Deneen, that's not that amount. I don't know what's going on. Korean money. So see, I don't know anything about that. This may be very legitimate. I'm not saying it's not because I don't know. If somebody could interpret that, could do a translation on Google, Paulette must have interpreted it. Okay, got you, Paulette. Now, here's how we need to handle trolls, folks. If you know somebody is a troll, now we've got Paulette and Happy Mac as a moderator, and I'm just going to tell you folks what I told them. If somebody's trolling and you know they're an actual troll, don't just delete their comment. Remove them from the channel. Just completely ban them if you know that for a fact that that's what it is. I understand sometimes we need to delete something just to make sure, and then when they come back, we just need to get rid of them. I don't mind people from other countries being in here, Lord. I love to interact with people from other countries. The Lord has children everywhere, but now when they start trolling, I'm done with them. I don't have any tolerance for that. Magical Unknown, hello, it's good to see you. Well, I didn't think to do a screenshot of it. If you don't care, Deborah Hardesty, if you don't care, send me a screenshot of that to my email. I'd like to know what was said in that. Thank you, Paulette. I appreciate that. Robbie said she was saying something about foreigners, somebody who is not in the country. I'm not sure. It was bad. Couldn't read it all. Thanks, Robbie. We appreciate that. I just, I hate to ban people or do stuff like that if I'm not sure, but how long will it be before they close down? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Carolyn. Yeah, I don't know about that stuff on that super chat. I don't know how that works on that. Wife of Bobby said knew it was Korean because they were in Taekwondo. Okay, that makes sense. That's quite all right, Paulette. Listen, we can't always know these things, buddy. We just have to go by what we can. We try to do the best we can, and that's all we do. I tell you what I'll do. I'll go up there and unblock it and see what goes from there. If there's something said that's wrong, there's some of you in here that seem to have some understanding of that stuff. I'll just unhide the user, and we'll see what comes of it. How's that?
8,001 won is about $18.
Okay. Sandy said 20,000 won.
Well, that's what Anne Marie said.
Oh, okay. Anne Marie said, okay. And I'm not doing that because she sent a super chat. I'm doing that because of what Robbie said. Apparently it didn't have anything to do with something, kind of off color. That was what I was worried about. But Paulette, don't worry about that. You do what you think's best. You're not going to hear any grief from me. Tana, I don't know where you live, so I don't know what, I don't really know what states are doing what. And Jesus Christ, my King said, I heard in Georgia they had a power outage at the voting poll. Anybody confirm this? Well, that wouldn't surprise me. Not at all. And thank you, Anna Marie, for checking on that. I appreciate it. Looks like they could speak English if they can donate. I'm not trying to be ugly either. Mm-hmm. Well, you would kind of think that, but I don't know. You'd think there'd be a way to translate or something.
If they can speak.
We've not been on YouTube long enough to know all this stuff. That's not a silly question, Grateful One. I have backroadsliving.com. If YouTube ever goes down, now listen, you folks go over there and subscribe. I have an email subscription on my website, backroadsliving.com. Go about halfway down the page, and there's a form there you can fill out, and you can get on our email. I don't rarely ever send out emails, but if YouTube were to go down, I would certainly set up some kind of chat room on my website to where we could keep up with each other and what's going on. I probably need to do that anyway. We've just had so much going on. I haven't had a chance to look into it a whole lot. It's been something that's been in the back of my mind since we've started doing this. I've shared a few of our videos over there. But if something happened that YouTube did go down, at least we would have a way to email each other and communicate that way. And if we could get a chat, excuse me, a chat room on the website, we could keep up with each other. I might have to get a drink of water out my water. Probably all this talking. But we do have a channel on BitChute and Rumble. BitChute's where most of my videos are at right now. I'm going to start trying to load more stuff on Rumble. I have a subscription with Brighteon. I need to try to start loading more stuff. It's just so much time consuming. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was trying to get to where we could try to bring more revenue in on YouTube, because all this stuff takes so much time that we just can't hardly spread our time out with the things that we were doing. This all takes away from what we were doing before to make our living. And it just, when you spread yourself real thin, you don't do a good job at anything. You just do bits and pieces. So, but anyway, that's just what it is. Let's see, MD Hen Dog. Thank you, MD. We appreciate it. He said he's back again with another off-color comment. Uh-oh. What color was your comment this time? And in came the Hen Dog. Grateful One says, do you think we can do something as a community? Yes, in case it went down. That's what I was just talking about. Okay. Thank you, Robbie Miller. I appreciate that. Thank you, Miss P. Kitty. I appreciate that. Now, I posted that video that you folks would be interested in watching. It would be very interesting over on the BitChute and Rumble. You guys would find a lot of interest in that video if you watched it, I think.
Max said that was things everyone behave. She had left, had to leave for a minute, 2 minutes. Happy Mac.
Yeah, I wonder where she went. Happy Mac's been gone forever. Yes, Grateful One. Well, this is a good place to inform people what's going on in California. If you leave your, leave comments in the comment section, send me emails with links or videos or things like that. I don't care a bit to share it when we get online here like this. Vidra, thank you for stopping in this evening. We appreciate it. Have a good evening. Could use an augmented reality translation app on the phone, looking up a computer screen to translate in real time. That'd be a nice thing to have on here. Didn't know you was gone, Happy Mac. Oh, goodness. We've been trying to behave. I'll just tell you right now, Mike Puckett's got out of line a little bit. Need prayer for a little community. This virus running through it like wildfire. No one seriously ill, but lots of people getting quarantined. But they'll have everybody in your community quarantined if they can, Mike. So, yep. Keep trusting in the Lord, my friend. Diana at the beach. I think I've got 3 on there, and there's one that shows a woman with some red writing over her face. That's a very interesting video. I can't think of the name of it.
Anyone notice that the raw honeys, she says, went down, Robbie?
I didn't see that. Had anyone noticed that raw honey has actually gone down in price? I maybe have been able to get it cheaper lately. I have been. Maybe bees aren't really going extinct.
I can't believe anything was there. So.
Buddy, you know what? If the government said it, it's probably a lie. And I wish people could get that in their minds to understand that if the government said it, it's probably a lie. They are the biggest ungodly liars that you will ever find. Is this government? Not just this one, but governments around the world. Yeah, I love honey with stuff like those homemade biscuits and stuff like that. Man, that's real good. It's good to cook with. We can trust in the Lord, that's for sure. Robert says, I go shopping at earliest in mornings to avoid chances running and people who are sick. We see so many people in masks around here, we don't know who's sick and who's not. I've never seen people want to quarantine people who are not sick. I've never understood that. Why would you want to quarantine somebody that's not sick? All this boo-ha-ha that the government tells people about this stuff is just not true. It's just not. You don't lock down healthy people. When people are sick, when you put them in a hospital, not, and tell them to stay home. If I'm sick, I'll stay at the house. If I've got the flu, I'll stay at the house. But, let's see. Miss P. Kitty watched it. I remember her commenting on it. Thank you, Miss P. Kitty. It's a pretty interesting video. That's true, Robert. If you're sick, that is a good idea. People who are actually sick don't like to get out of bed early in the morning. I never did. Happy Mac said, we have a hive inspector here. If he suspects even one of your colonies is sick, he takes everything. Wow. We need bees. They don't need to be hauling off everybody's bees, I mean. Or C's and D's either, for that matter. Oh, goodness. Let's see where we're at. Well, folks, let's call it an evening. We've been on here almost an hour and a half, and I wanted to kind of clarify some of this stuff with you about the memberships the stun weapons and the links in the description. Remember, if you have
Remember the giveaway.
if you have some, yes, and giveaways, we're going to be giving away 5 prizes next Saturday. I wished I'd thought to mention that earlier. I hope everybody's still on here. We're going to be giving away 5 prizes next Saturday. We'll be drawing Friday evening. Now you can go in the description box below this video. There's a link that says giveaway link. Just click that link and you can go over there, leave a comment in the comment box, and then click post comment. There's a big blue button that says post comment. After you leave your comment, post it, and that'll enter you for the giveaway. We'll do our drawing next Friday, and then Saturday evening on our live show, this coming Saturday evening, we will be giving away 5 items. Okay, so keep that in mind. Again, if you have stuff that you want to share with us that has links in it of any kind, whether it be a video or an article, you'll need to send that to our email link in the description box below. We did get our new stun weapons back in today, a fresh new batch of them that we showed earlier. If you didn't get to see them, go back over the video and watch them, and they are on our website.
She said what the lady said on Korean.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't study English often enough, but she understands you buy not everything you're saying.
But it's nice to meet you, Charles, and your wife. Well, thank you. We appreciate that.
Well, that's what she said the woman said.
But not everything you're saying, but it's nice to meet you. Well, we appreciate that. It's nice to meet her too. But we did get in the stun weapons back on our website. There's a link on backroadsliving.com down on the page for our store, and our store is on backroadslivingfinds.com. And again, the memberships that we activated this week, you can become a member of our group. And it's just a way that you can help support our group. The membership starts at $1.99 a month, as little as that. And if you want to support us that way, you can. We also have a PayPal link in the description below that if you'd like to donate to the channel to help support the channel, you can do it that way. There have been several people done that already, and we certainly appreciate it. And again, the reason we're doing that is not to try to beg people for money or anything like that. That's not what we're doing. We just realize that under the circumstances right now with where our advertisement is at and our ad revenue on YouTube, and as much time as we're spending in it, and the time it's taken away from everything else we're doing, that we're going to have to bring in some more funds somewhere if we're going to take money away from these other things to do YouTube. So we're just trying to create a way to do that. And let's see, what else was there?
People know if they can support.
Let's see here. Was there something else? I can't think of anything else. But anyway, let me say thank you all. We love you guys. We pray the Lord bless you and keep you and watch over you and strengthen you. Don't be fearful. There's no need to be fearful. For if we follow God, then we're going to be just fine. Don't try to get God on your side, but be on His side, because His side's always right. His ways are always right. Our ways we might veer off a little bit, and God's not going to follow us into any kind of wrongdoings. So let's be sure to follow the Lord. Be sure we're on God's side. And let me say again, thank you to Happy Mac, and thank you to Paulette. You ladies are wonderful, and we appreciate you greatly. You just don't know what a help you are to us, buddy. We thank you ladies very much. So again, thank you guys, and we hope that you guys continue to follow us. That's just a wonderful way to help us by liking the video. So again, thank you all. God bless you all, and until then, we'll see you all in the next video.